Chapter 3 of David I. Smith's book, Learning from a Stranger, carried a unique name of cage, carnival, or calling. We have seen so far that the author has a talent for interesting chapter names. This portion of the book deals with how culture is involved in forming us to be the people we are today, including our beliefs, patterns, norms, and expectations. Smith introduces us to St. Augustine's views on appreciation for the talents bestowed upon him by God prior to his conscious memory. This implies that our personal stories are greater than the sum of our memories. The author's statement about British children not dreaming about being American baseball players, or North American children dreaming about owning camels, demonstrates the basis of this chapter, that in some regard as humans, a human's recognition of their culture is defined by their surroundings and experience. It is a living, breathing, amorphic reality. One area I found very interesting was the author's statement about the cultural identification of babies while they are in the mother's womb. It makes complete sense that they would be socialized to the tonal patterns of their mother, but that they can discern different languages was interesting. In an article from the International Journal of Childbirth Education, Marcy Martins confirms that auditory sensations by a baby in the womb begin as early as 24 weeks, and memory begins at 30 weeks, and throughout this time, the fetus is learning and forming behavioral inclinations. During this time, the baby is also able to discern the odor of the mother, which also supports David Smith's assertion that a baby is being associated with specific culture while still in the womb, based on their ability to discern vocal tonations, the beat of music, and the sense of smell, which are foundational to specific cultures. This reminds me of when my wife and I were new parents, and the articles we were reading indicated that we should expose our children to Mozart music from the time they were born until 3 years old, as this was the time when brains were being wired. And due to the complicated nature of Mozart's music, the brain would form greater learning capacity. I really don't know if this is true. However, I won't say I disagree with it yet. I also found David I. Smith's suggestions that we teach our kids about self-reliance and relationships in the ways in which we play with them at early ages. He provides examples of how different cultures play with their children at early ages, which helps them form their socialized patterns of behavior. A 2014 study in the International Journal of Behavioral Development by Tizer et al. Supports these findings, suggesting that through a process of imitation, young children gain new skill sets and learn how to navigate items that are new to them. This imitation creates a firm link to the socialization of these children around certain cultures. Some friends of mine are close to adopting a young boy from India. Early in February, they were able to travel to India to meet their soon-to-be son, face-to-face for the first time. The fact that he's lived his first year of life in an Indian culture and is about to be adopted by two Caucasians from Grand Rapids, Michigan, should provide this young family with an incredible cultural learning experience. I have to wonder later in life whether the child will look back at the North American culture as being strange, or if he'll actually look back at the Indian culture as being foreign and strange to him. I appreciate the author's focus on gratitude and thankfulness, and how this can be an antidote to pride and looking down on individuals who are different from us due to different cultural identity. It is never a bad suggestion for us to focus on the gifts given to us by God, and to be thankful for even those gifts given to us during those times in our lives where we are in the pit of suffering. This realization allows us to be better stewards of the position God has given us as humans and the responsibilities He has bestowed upon us. One area where I have challenges with the author is in the tone of his analysis around our ability as humans to reacclimate our cultural identities, or that culture in general even matters in light of our position as God's children. The learned culture makes me nervous to consider, as I feel it suggests that humans are in control of their lives and discredits God's creative process. The author is accurate when he states that culture is fallen, as humankind is also fallen. Thank you.